Yes, you are right, Suresh Mohdaya. Uh, so all of you note that the vachanam of this kriyapadam depends on the vachanam of the kartrupadam. Okay. So kartrupadam here is Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra is doing the upadesha. Right? Vishwamitra upadesham karoti. So Vishwamitra is in ekavachanam. So upadeshatu is also in ekavachanam. So what are the vachanam of karma padam or any other nama padam in the sentence, in a vakyam, does not matter. So here Vishwamitra upadeshatu or upadeshati, whatever. So whom? So this could be anybody, any number of people, because the karma or the kriya is done by this Vishwamitra, and Vishwamitra is only one person. Vishwamitra is only one person. So we are saying Balaka. Now we have to see. However, the other thing we have to take care is that whether that Balakau being a kriya karma padam here, whether it is karma padam has to be in Ditiya vibhakti, correct? So all this Sitam, Mrugam, Ramam, these are our karma padam and they are in Ditiya vibhakti ekavachanam. Ramam is Ditiya ekavachanam, Mrugam Ditiya ekavachanam, Sitam Ditiya ekavachanam. Like that, Balakau is in Dvitiya, whether it is Dvivachanam is okay, we know that, but is it in Dvitiya Vibhakti? We'll have to check. So look at the table again, table of the, so this table of this Rama Shabda, like Balaka, because the Balaka, we know that Balaka is Akaranta Pullinga, like Rama. So what is in Dvitiya Dvivachanam here? Do you see Dvitiya Dvivachanam?
It's Rama.
No, Rama, like that Balaka only. So in Prathama Ekavachanam, Ditya Ekavachanam, they are same. So we can use Balakau. So Balakau is correct. So Vishwamitra Balakau. Huh?
I wrote it as, for this one, Vishwamitra Shantam Upadishatu. That he is teaching Shanta to her. Is that a correct sentence?
Shantam.
I
mean, sentence is correct.
Okay.
No, sorry, sentence is not correct.
That's my question.
Yeah.
Association we can find. But how do we form?
So what do you want to say? Like,
he is teaching the Shanti mantra to them.
Shantam is not called Shantam, it is called Shanti. Shantim Upadesha. Right? Shanta is a bhava, is not something. Like Shanta is something, like some object is Shanta, right? Shanti is a bhava. Right?
Okay, it should be
I can become Shanta, I cannot become Shanti. Right? Shanti comes to me.
Okay.
Guruji, with this Shantam, even I have a doubt. When I had written Parashuramaha, Shantam Bhavatu. I know it is wrong, it is Shantaha Bhavatu. Is there any way you can use the word Shantam, or is that word itself incorrect?
No, because Shanta becomes an adjective. Shanta is used an adjective. Right? Shant, if I Yeah, let's take Shanta only. Shanta is an adjective, because adjective to somebody. Somebody will become Shanta, or something will become Shanta. Agni will become Shanta. Right? So Shanti is something, a bhava, which comes into that object. The object itself is not Shanti. The object becomes Shanta.
Okay.
So when we are saying that, then because it is a Visheshanam, adjective, then it has to be in the same linga vachanam like and vibhakti like the Visheshya, the one it is being describing. The one it is describing.
Okay.
So if it is describing Narasimha or Parashurama, so Parashurama, if it is in a Prathama Ekavachanam, so Shanta also should be in Prathama Ekavachanam, and Pulling also, Shantaha. If you are using it for some lady, Mahila, then Sita, for example, or Durga. Durga Shanta Bhavatu. Because Durga is...
Durga Shanta Bhavatu. Got it. Yeah.
Because that is a Strilinga, that adjective also should change to Strilinga.
Okay.
Vishesha Visheshanam.
Okay.
Whereas if you are using Shantihi, it is a bhava and it is always a Strilinga. Yeah. Like we already, I think sometime we talked, like Gatihi, Matihi, Srishtihi. These are all Strilinga. Like Shantihi is also Strilinga.
Got it. I understood now. Dhanyavada.
Like if you for example, if you look at the parallel between like Shantihi and Shanta, Shantihi is always Strilingas, and then Gatihi is always Strilinga, and Srishtihi is always Strilinga. I'm giving the parallels here, like, and then Shantihi, but one who becomes Shanta is a Shanta. This is an adjective. So this is depending on the adjective to whom it is describing. If it is describing a male, this becomes Shantaha. If it is describing a female, it becomes Shanta. If it is describing a Napumsaka linga object or word actually, then it becomes Shantam. Like we say Shantam Papam. Right? Papam is a Napumsaka linga word. This is Shantam Papam.
Okay. So Shantam will come for Napunsakalingam then.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because Shantam is also, if it is a Pullinga, Ditya Vibhakti is also Shantam. But
right.
Napumsakalinga Ekavachanam, Divachanam is also Shantam. Prathama Ditya Vibhakti, correct? Like Phalam.
Correct.
So Shantam Papam, Shantam Jalam, Shantam Gruham. Like that. Napumsakalinga is there, Shantam. So if you take the parallels here, Gatihi, and in that, if this is a movement, like there is a bhava, movement, but if somebody is somebody in somebody there is a gati, that person becomes gata. Yeah? Like Shanti becomes Shanta. Here it becomes gataha. Gata means one who has gone. Aham shalam gataha means I have gone to the school. Aham vidyalayam gataha, I have gone to the school. Aham devalayam gataha, I have gone to the, means I am the person who has gone. And similarly Srishti also, like here becomes Srishtihi, Srishtaha. Right? Srishtaha is something which is created, that becomes Srishtaha. Srishti is the creation. And what has been created, that becomes, if it is Pullinga, Srishtaha, Strilinga, Srishta, Napumsakalinga, Srishtam. Similarly, Gataha, Strilinga, Gata, and Napumsakalinga, Gatam. Okay.
Okay.
So Anjaneya Sitam Namato. This also all of you have written that Gajaha Moksham Prarthayatu. Yeah, there was one different sentence, but that also looks fine. No problem. Abhimanyu Yudhyatu. Now here. So see here, the thing I want to emphasize, underline is that when we look at this table, and this is a Pullinga Ekavachana table, and there is similarly for every different word there will be this whole table, right? All the Vibhakti table, Prathama, Ditya, and you are all very eager to learn all this quickly. I understand that. Like, why are you going so slow? Like first Prathama, then Ditya, Ekavachanam, then Shashti. Why don't we just quickly finish in one sitting? It's possible, and actually I'm going to do that today. However, there is one precaution you have to keep that in mind. So just by looking at this, the meanings here, see that Prathama, for example here, let's do that. Prathama, what is Prathama here? Ramaha. What does that mean in English? So we have already seen that Ramaha gacchati, Ramaha pathati, Balaka patati, we have all seen that. So we know the meaning. Rama goes, Rama reads, Balaka or boy reads, etc. And then similarly, Dvitiya, Balaka pustakam pathati. So here pustakam is Dvitiya vibhakti. Balaka phalam khadati. Balaka kandukam kandukena khelati. Balaka kandukam pashyati. So in that case, kandukam becomes Dvitiya vibhakti. So we know that. So this is easy. Now when it comes to other things like Tritiya, now what is the example given here? Ramena is the Ekavachanam. If you look at the sentence here, English sentence, demons were killed by Rama, or the sentence, by Rama. So I'll give you the sentence. What is this is simple. So this is nothing complicated in it. Okay? So Ramena Ravanaha Hataha. And this is the example. Ramena Ravana Hataha. Means this Ravana was killed by Rama. So because by Rama, right? Wherever by or with is there, we can use like Tritiya Vibhakti. Whether it is Pullinga or Strilinga or Napumsakalinga, similar construction of Vakya should be done using these Vibhaktis. So that is the general rule, general high level rule. For example, if I want to say, I am eating a fruit with a spoon. So then there is a with there, with, right? So then we are going to say, I am eating fruit. What is the sentence for that? Somebody? Sandhya Bhagini. I am eating the fruit. I am eating the fruit. What is the sentence?
Aham phalam khadami. Aham phalam khadami.
Phalam khadami. Sorry. I think I should not. Khadami, we have done that. Khadami, right? Yeah. Aham phalam khadami.
Khadami. We have done it here.
Yeah. Aham phalam khadami. That is the basic sentence. Now, with spoon. For spoon, what is the word?
Chamasaha.
Chamasa. We have seen that chamasa, right? So now use the Tritiya Vibhakti for that. Like you look at this table, and what is the Tritiya Vibhakti? Ekavachanam. Ramena. Like that, chamasa becomes what?
Chamasena.
Chamasena. Not na. Here we can na. There is some nuance in that. How when it becomes na, when it becomes na. We'll see that later. But here it is chamasena. Chamasena. So what is the full sentence now? Aham phalam chamasena khadami. Right? Aham phalam chamasena khadami. So it is simple. So look at this table. So if it is like a Strilinga word, you can use the Strilinga. Look at the Strilinga table. If it's like Uma or whatever Lata, look at one of them and then use the Tritiya Vibhakti Ekvachan. It's simple. There's nothing great in it. The tables are available. Look at it and then you form the sentence. Similarly, for example, Ramaya. So, for example, we give our salutes to Rama, or to Rama. Whenever the for or to, this kind of thing is there, we should use the Chaturthi Bhakti. For example, I am giving the book to my friend. Let's say. So what I'm going to say, I am giving a book. So that is a basic sentence. To the friend, we'll add it later. Okay? So how are we going to form this sentence? I am giving the book. What is the base sentence? Sudhir Mode. Okay, Geeta Bhagini.
Aham pustakam dadatu.
Aham. Dadatu is for third person. I.
Dadat. Aham pustakam dadati.
Dadami.
Not this one. Dadami. Aham pustakam dadami. Like patami, vadami, like that. Me should come. Aham pustakam dadami. So that is the base sentence. Aham pustakam dadami. Now, to whom? To my friend. So what is the word for the friend?
Mitra.
Mitra.
Mitram. Mitram is an Apumsakalinga word for a friend. If you are giving it to Surya, then you can use Pullinga Mitraha. Surya is Mitraha. If it is a friend, then use the Napumsakalingam, Mitram. And Napumsakalinga table also will be the same except the Prathama Vibhakti and Ditya Vibhakti. So all other Vibhaktis will be same. For Chaturthi Vibhakti, what is the if the word is Mitram, Chaturthi Vibhakti, what is the form?
Aham pustakam mitraya dadami.
Mitraya, like your Ramaya, it becomes Mitraya. So Aham pustakam Mitraya dadami. Simple. So do we need this class anymore?
Guruji,
All the forms are clear, right? So,
Guruji, I have a question.
Yeah.
For example, if you want to say Ravana, Ravana, Ramena or Ramabhyam samharati. How do we decide this?
No. Say that in English first.
Ravana was killed by Rama.
Yeah. So what is the voice there? Active voice or passive voice?
It's a passive.
Yeah. So we'll do that later. Let's look at the only active voice now. So let's focus on active. So because in passive voice, a lot of things have to be kept in mind. So it's a different construct. But I think we already used it once here, right? Remember, we talked about by Rama, Ravana was killed. Anybody recall what sentence I said? That this was in passive. Ravanah Ravanena Hatah. Ravanah Ramena Hatah. Ravanah Ramena Hatah. Hatah, because hatah is a passive. That's why. So again, you might ask why is hatah and why is, because we don't want to get into that passive voice now. Hatah is passive. Like gataha, hataha, they are all passive. Now, but that is why I gave a different example, that aham phalam chamasena khadami, right? Aham annam chamasena khadami, aham kshiram chamasena pimami. So they are simple active voice. Aham kandukena kridami, that is another one. And then when it becomes to chaturthi, then it becomes aham pustakam mitraya dadami. So I give my book to I give the book to my friend. Now what if you want to add I give the book to my friend with my hand. Aham pustakam mitraya dadami. This is the sentence.
Hastena.
Hastena. So you add hasta, you know hasta, right? As the pullinga hastaha. So the akaranta pullinga, just like balaka or rama. So it is ramena, hastena, like chamasena we have here, chamasena. Similarly hastena, because you are using hasta with hasta or by hand, because you are using hasta as an instrument there, the instrument to give, to complete that kriya, as a helper to that kriya, the instrument. So for this, use this Tritiya Bhakti, and to whom you are giving that book, use the Chaturthi Bhakti for. And similarly Panchami, here we have written Ramana fears from Rama. So, and other better example, simple example is leaf falls from the tree. Leaf falls from tree. So in this case, because there is a separation, there is the what is separating now from the tree, the leaf is separating. The leaf is separating from the tree. So on the tree, from where the separation is happening, we use the Panchami Vibhakti. So for example, from the tree, the leaf is falling. That's what we are saying. So from the tree, what is the word for the tree?
Vriksha.
Vrikshaha.
Vrikshaha. So vrikshaha is like, you know, vriksha, because you already said vriksha, you know that it is a pullinga word. So what is the like Ramat? What is the Panchami Vibhakti form for vriksha now?
Vrikshat.
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 Vrikshat means from the tree. So we should not use Tritiya there, not Vrikshena, because we are not using from there. In the Tritiya Bhakti, it is not a from, it is by or with. So from the tree, Vrikshat, patati. Kim patati?
Parnam, right?
Parnam.
Patram.
Yeah, Parnam, Patram. Okay. Patram or leaf. If a branch is falling, you can use Shakha. Okay? Shakha is branch. Vrikshat Shakha patati. Vrikshat Patram patati. So this Patram is in which Vibhakti?
Dvidiya.
Tritiya Vibhakti. Dvitiya Ekavachan.
Okay. So patati means what?
It will be first ekavachana prathama vibhakti.
Prathama vibhakti ekavachana, because patati is a falling, right? And this falling action is done by whom? Patra itself. This is the kartrupadam, right? This is napumsakalinga ekavachana, prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Napumsakalingam patram phalam patati, vrikshat phalam patati. Right? So this is not Ditya Vibhakti. Vrikshat phalam patati. Phalam is a prathama vibhakti ekavachana, because what that falling action is being done by that fruit. Okay. So patati is a akarmaka here, akarmaka, and there is no karma padam. Patram eva patati, phalam eva patati. From where it is, from where, that we are adding with vrikshat. That is different. It is not a karma padam. Vrikshat is not karma padam. Patram is not karma padam. Patram is kartru padam. Patram patati, phalam patati, jalam patati. Kasmat patati, vrikshat patati. Vrikshat patati. And here, if the branch is falling, then we use shakha. See here, shakha is akaranta strilinga, right? If you so you use the prathama vibhakti form, vrikshat shakha patati. If it is a ditya vibhakti, if it is going to be ditya vibhakti, then it would have been shakham, right? Vrikshat shakham patati. That is not right. It is not shakham patati. Shakha patati. It is prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Shakha eva patati. Shakha swayam patati. That is Panchami. Then Shashti. Here what do we have? Shashti Vibhakti. We have already seen that. This is simple, right? Something belongs to some object belongs to somebody else. Then we use Shashti. Ramasya Patni, Ramasya Bhrata, Ramasya Sahodaraha, Ramasya Dhanu. We always use Ramasya. Yes. Saptami Vibhakti. This is kind of important, and it will be very, very handy, because when you were trying to write this story here, many people were trying to get this in here. So it is throwing this Kshilakhanda into the Ghata. So what is that? That is in. In we use Shashti, Saptami Vibhakti. Any question, Kaka Mohoday?
So here, khade.
Ghate, ghate.
Khade. That is Saptami.
Saptami, yes. Ghate Saptami. So Rame Saptami, Balake Saptami. So these are all, this is the table. What is shown here is only for Pullinga, like Akaranta Pullinga Shabda. Similarly, if you are using like a Strilinga Shabda, other Shabda like Akaranta Strilinga Shabda, you look up the table. A lot of books are available which show the table. I have already given the downloads also to you. Look at the books and it is easy. Just wherever you want to use the Saptami in, you want to say in. So for example, Vidyalaya, Vidyalaye. Vidyalaye asti, Ghate asti, kimapi asti. Mama Gruham is also, Gruham is you know that Akaranta Napumsakalinga Shabda, but except the Prathama and Ditya, all other vibhaktis forms will be same for Akaranta Pullinga and Napumsakalinga also. So Saptami will be Rame. So similarly Gruham will be Gruhe. So you can say Mama Gruhe Utpitika asti, Mama Gruhe Sanganakam asti, Mama Gruhe Kim asti, Annam asti, Mama Gruhe Deepaha asti. So like that, use that. You can use. This is simple. So just it's not difficult. Ramaha Ramam Ramo Ramam. And similarly, you know, Dvivachanam also, Bahuvachanam also. Look at the table, start using it. Simple. So when you say want to say in, use this. When you want to say this off something, use this. from something, use this. Simple. However, instead that, so looks like we have covered all the vibhaktis today, right? And all the vachanam. Simple. However, that is the starting, like to know. Question.
One question is that, so today, like, they're lockdown, so if I want to say I am at home, I can say aham gruhe asti.
Yes. Aham gruhe.
Asti.
Asti is not correct because asti is third person, right?
It should be asmi, right?
Yeah. So you like that.
Vasadami.
So here I have shown the table here for asti, especially for asti here. As dhatu. Dhatu root is as here. For that, in the present tense, vartamana kala, prathama purusha, that is third person, madhyama purusha, that is you, uttama purusha, that is first person. So what are the forms? You can see ekavachana, dvivachana, bahuvachana. So look at the table and you start using it. You can use it. Like balakaha gruhe asti. If it is a balaka, then gruhe asti. If there are two balakas, then you say balakau. Look at the vibhakti table, balakau, and dvivachanam becomes taha here. So balakau gruhe staha. If there are many, more than two, balakaha gruhe santi. Similarly, if madhyama purusha is always used with only tvam, yuam, yum, nothing else. Only tvam, yuam, yum. So tvam means you, yuam means you too, yum means many of you. So if it is that, then use tvam asi, yuam astha, yum stha. And uttama purusha is always with only these three words, aham, avam, vayam. Aham asmi. So if you want to say aham gruhe asmi, that's fine. Aham gruhe asmi. If two of you are there, avam gruhe swaha, and many of us are there, vayam gruhe smaha. Simple. And other than tvam, aham, yuam, avam, yum, vayam, other than these, any other word, it will fall into this prathama purusha only for the verbs, for the kriyapada. For present tense, this will be one table. For past tense, there will be different table. And for ajna, prarthana, we have seen that there is a different table, right? So different forms. So just look, you can look at this noun table, vibhakti table, relevant for the noun you want to use, and you look at the kriyapada table for the proper tense, what tense you want to use, and match the ekavachanam, dvivachanam, bahuvachanam, and this purusha, and then combine them. Simple. So if there is a other than this tvam, aham, yuam, avam, yum, vayam, anything else, you must use this asti, stha, santi, or this is the one example, or that proper prathama purusha form of that kriyapada. Like if it is bhavati, then you will be having a similar table, like bhavati, bhavataha, bhavanti, like that. Simple tables are there, so you can take the combination and use it. For example, balakaha asti, balakau, balakaha bhavati, balakau, bhavataha, balakaha, bhavanti. And now bhavan, if it is bhavan, which means you, then also you have to use the prathama purusha, which we already discussed before. If it is bhavan, bhavan asti, it is not bhavan asi. So Lakshmikanta Mahoday had asked before, like, if it is bhavan, which is you, if you use asi, is it correct or not correct? It is incorrect. You cannot use asi with bhavan or bhavati. Bhavati is also you. Though they mean you, they are not madhyama purusha form of kriyapada should not be used with bhavati and bhavan. You should use prathama purusha form only. So bhavan asti, bhavati asti. They are also ekavachan, bhavan, bhavati, and bhavan and bhavati also, like any other noun, they also have their vibhakti table. So if you want to use dvivachanam of them, use them, and bahuvachanam, use them. For example, bhavan is a little bit different, but bhavati is simple. Bhavati is like nadi, right? Bhavati is nadi, So what is the dvivachanam form of nadi in Prathama Vibhakti?
Nadim. Nadim.
Dvivachanam. Prathama Vibhakti.
Nadyo.
Nadya.
Nadyav.
Nadya.
And Bahuvachanam? Bahuvachanam form?
Nadya.
Nadau.
No. Nadyaha. Nadi, Nadyav, Nadyaha.
Nadyaha. Yeah.
Nadya, not Nadyaha. Nadyaha. Nadi is ekavachanam. Dvivachanam Nadyav, Nadyaha. There is no A there. Nadyaha. So you can use this, pick this forms and use with this Pratham Purusha. Nadi asti, Nadyaustaha, Nadyaha santi. Okay. Similarly, Shala ekavachanam form. What is the ekavachanam form? Shala. Dvivachanam form. Prathama Vibhakti dvivachanam is Shala, Shale, Shalaha. Shalaha. So you can pick the Shala asti, Shale saha, Shalaha santi. So this combination is easy. We can just refer to the tables and just to the proper combination. But okay, so that is for the starters. Okay, for the starter means to begin with, you can know this general meaning. What is for each vibhakti? What is the meaning? So general meaning. How do you know? Because we are discussing the meaning in English language. That is the underlining thing here, right? Because we are not born into Sanskrit language, right? We are from our childhood. Nobody is born. Not only us. Nobody is born in this Sanskrit language itself from the childhood, because we are born into some other language, or we have been using this English language so much, and English language is omnipresent everywhere. It is being used all the time. We use it, so we know its usage mostly, not as a native English speakers, but mostly we use it. So that is where the problem arises. The thing is that if you just know the English meaning like this for each vibhakti, like Tritiya means by with, Chaturthi means for to, Panchami means like this, and Saptami means in. So then what happens is we start thinking the sentences in English language or whatever other language, and then start translating it. That is where the mistakes will start happening. That is where we have to be careful. I'm saying don't do that, because it's very difficult without using some other language, then transitioning to Sanskrit. So that is a good thing, and that may be the first step. But while doing that, it is important to keep in mind that those constructs in other languages, how the other grammar of other language works or English language works, that doesn't necessarily hold good in Sanskrit. Sometimes it holds good, but many times it does not. So one has to know that. That is where many people I've seen, they fail, and they continue using that in a wrong way, thinking that because otherwise that kind of what perception doesn't come into them. Because, for example, I'm telling you, that is why I'm taken this example, why I digressed here, is because of this Abhimanyu Yudhyatu. Okay. So how do we say that in English? In English, Abhimanyu fights whom? The question arises, right? Abhimanyu fights whom? So we generally answer in English what? Abhimanyu fights
with Kaurava.
Abhimanyu fights some Sainiks, let's say soldier. Abhimanyu fights a soldier. So here what happens now, we start translating it. Now we think that Abhimanyu fights and that soldier is a karma padam, right? So then we translate that and we put that as Abhimanyu Sainikam Yudhyati. If it is a present tense, Yudhyati is here is Ajna, but if it is, let's say, Yudhyati, we want to use, he fights. So Abhimanyu Sainikam Yudhyati. It sounds correct, right? It sounds right. Because that's how we are thinking. The thinking is in English, but the words are in Sanskrit. That is what is happening here. Abhimanyu Sainikam Yudhyati. Perfectly sounds right. But that's where we'll have to stop. That's why we have to be careful. And then, though it sounds right, look at we need to be familiar with the Sanskrit usage, Sanskrit style of usage, Sanskrit structure, how it works. Now, Yudhyati is a akarmaka padam in Sanskrit. So, we can't use Sainikam Yudhyati. Sainikena, there we have to use Tritiya there. So, we'll have to know these things. So, that is why, though it is easy to look at this table and these things for use, this by for, this is just a general at a very first level or a sthula parichaya, what we say, or overview, just to give a general idea. But this does not always hold good when we are trying to use it in Sanskrit. So we need to be careful how we do it. But you can start using that table with those general meanings. But when somebody points out the mistakes and the correct usage, then change it. But change it. Do not continue using is it in a wrong way. That's my request. So another one, it's not here. Another example, which is very recently has come in another my Facebook page there. Somebody asked, I want to say, how do I say, I am learning Sanskrit?
Is it aham sanskritam pathami?
Aham sanskritam pathami. Okay, that is correct.
That's partially correct. That it is. I'm reading Sanskritam rather than learning Sanskritam. I got Sanskritam.
Sanskritam.
Adhyayam karoti.
This is the correct. You are right. So Sanskritam, aham Sanskritam pathami. That is a simple sentence. That is correct. No problem. Now, this is another sentence somebody came up with. What Suresh Mode is saying, that aham Sanskritam. Sorry, what I am writing here. Sanskritam Adhyayanam karomi. You know, I think most of you know Adhyayanam. Adhyay means what? Adhyayanam is study. And we know karomi. So aham Sanskritam Adhyayanam karomi.
Sir, Sanskritam is Napunsakam.
Yes. Aham Sanskritam Adhyayanam karomi. So this is I learn Sanskrit, right? Or I study Sanskrit. Let's say. So doesn't it sound correct, the translation? Anybody find any problem here, or is it correct? No, it sounds correct. Like aham sanskritam adhyanam karomi. What is the problem?
I believe there is a big distinction between study and learning. I mean, in my mind, there is a big distinction between learning and studying.
No, that doesn't matter. Learning, I learn. Okay, we say learn. What? Both are synonyms. The okay. Sandhya Bhagini, any comment?
Yes, Guruji.
Any comment on this? Does it sound correct?
In a simple structure, I think it is correct. I don't know deeper grammatical, but for beginners, I think. Yeah,
right. So, aham sanskritam adhyanam karomi sounds correct, because when you look at this English sentence, or that I study Sanskrit, so I studies aham adhyanam karomi and Sanskrit is sanskritam, right? So what is the problem? Like we talked about Abhimanyu yudhyati, Abhimanyu sainikam yudhyati, means he fights the warrior, he fights the soldier, but that way it is not used. Abhimanyu sainikena saha yudhyati, like that we have to use it. And similarly here, aham sanskritam adhyanam karomi is not correct actually in Sanskrit, because in English it is correct, I learn or I study Sanskrit, but here see adhyanam, the karomi is a kriya padam, adhyanam is already a karma padam here. Adhyanam is karma padam. So Sanskritam we don't want to use another karma padam, okay? Because the Ditya Vibhakti there, Sanskritam. So this has to change. This has to change to Sanskritasya. Yeah. Sanskritasya. Aham Sanskritasya adhyanam karomi. Like if you want to translate again, if you want to really translate, so that's why we don't want to keep translating and then forget the translation. If you want to really translate, you can translate. Now you can reverse translate actually. You can do I do, karomi is do, I do the study of Sanskrit, like that. But if you go this way, then there will be a problem most of the times. I study Sanskrit means you just translate it like aham sanskritam adhyanam karomi, end. Aham sanskritasya adhyanam karomi, or you can use Sanskrita bhasha. Let's say we use bhasha. Okay, Ramaprasad Mohoday, sorry, not bhasha. Bhasha, if it is bhasha, what is the Shashti Vibhakti there? Shashti Vibhakti of bhasha.
Aham Samskrita bhashayah.
Bhashayaha. Bhashayaha. Like Ramayaha, Umayaha. It's akara anta strilinga shabda bhasha. Bhashayaha. Sanskrita bhashayaha adhyanam karomi. This is how we need to. So that's why you need to be very careful and be vigilant on that. Initially it's okay, but as soon as you learn it, try to, just forget the incorrect usage. You'll have to erase it from your memory. It's important. Otherwise it will continue and start thinking that no, that is the right thing. Kumbhakarna uttishtatu. That is simple. Varaha bhumim udharatu. Parashuramaha adharmam nasheta. Adha shantaha bhavatu. That's also fine. Alright, any questions so far? No question.
Sir, moksham sadhayatu, can I write?
What is the meaning of sadhayatu?
Yeah, what I have written in the homework is sadhayatu. Moksham sadhayatu.
Parashuramah.
No, gajaha.
Gajaha.
Moksham sadhayatu. That's what I have written.
Yeah, that is fine. That's okay. Yeah, let it attain moksha. That's fine.
Gajendra moksha.
Yes, Gajendra moksha. All right. Okay. Actually, I wanted to start today's class with the Subhashitam.
I have one question.
Yeah.
If you look at the homework, there is one where Anjaneya, Sita, number 2. Now here do we say Sitam or Sitayo? Chaturthi Vibhakti or is it Dviya?
Ditiya. Namati. Namati is a sakarmak. Yeah, that is the thing. Like that, yeah, your question is valid and it is a good thing to ask. Like, because if we use that, how it is a different way how we use it in the other languages, right? A little confusing. So better to look up and try to refer to the books and you start using them. Sitam namatu. Something came in the chat.
Sir, namati is bowing, no? Bowing.
Yeah, bowing.
So that is some sakarmaka only, sir.
Yes, sakarmaka, yes.
Yeah.
Who is not audible? Sudhir Singh, are you there? We can't hear you. Sudhir Singh is not audible. I see you unmuted, but we can't hear you. Okay, so who wants to read this? Neela Devi, Mataji.
अलसस्य कुतो विद्या
हाँ, लक्ष्मीकांत महोदय.
अलसस्य कुतो विद्या विद्यस्य कुतो धनं धनस्य कुतो मित्रम् अमित्रस्य कुतः सुखम्.
Subhashitam. This first thing, note that when I write Subhashitam, you should also notice that Subhashitam will be Napumsakalinga Padam. Because it is Ma, Subhashitam, and we know that in this where it is used here, we are not using it in Dvitiya Vibhakti because just is a Subhashitam. This is Subhashita. So Subhashitam Napumsakalinga Shabdaha. Then other things, the common words which we have been using, that like in the email and all that, just wanted to clarify that, for example, Gruha Patha. So this is, Patha is a Pullinga word, so just use Gruha Patha. Don't use Gruha Patham, unless you want to use it in Ditiya Karmapadam. But when you want to use Gruha Patha, Gruha Patha. Okay. So what does this mean? So I picked up this Subhashitam because it is simple. It uses all the words we know, and the Vibhakti is only Prathama Vibhakti and Shashti Vibhakti here. So which we already done it, already studied. And also there is an opportunity to learn a new word here. So with that in mind, it just came to my mind. So with that, I just picked up. Okay. Lakshmikant Mohdaya, what is alasasya? What is the meaning?
Alasasya means laziness. Laziness.
Vibhakti is alasasya.
Shakti.
And Prathama Vibhakti is alasaha. Alasaha is Prathama Vibhakti.
Alasya.
Alasaha means someone who is lazy. Lazy person.
Lazy.
So alasasya means tasya purushasya. Yaha purushaha alasaha asti tasya purushasya kutaha vidya. Now it is kuto, but actually the word is kutaha. It has become kuto here because of a sandhi. So just right now, just think of it as like kutaha. Just kutaha. Kuta means from where, or where, just where or from where. Kutaha, like we have studied kutra, right? Kutra means where. Remember kutra, atra, kutra, sarvatra, tatra, anyatra. We studied that long back. So to this kutra family and kaha, kutra, kim, to that family this kutaha also belongs. Kuta means a question. It's a like kutra is a question, kaha is a question, ka is a question, kim is a question. Like that, kutaha is also a word which belongs to the questions family. Like, so note that all these questions are starting with ka, right? Kaha, kakara is there. That letter ka. So kutaha. Kutaha means from where. You can use this kutaha in other places also, like where you want to say from where. Like for example,
How it can become kuto?
Kuto is a sandhi. We'll study sandhi later. Sandhi means what letter comes after it, what letter is before it, etc. Its form little bit changes. So kutaha, from where. You can use it wherever you want to say from where. For example, kutaha agacchati bhavan. What does that mean? Bhavan kutaha agacchati.
Where are you coming from?
Yeah.
Where are you coming from?
Correct. Bhavan agacchati is you are coming, and you add kutaha to it. Bhavan kutaha agacchati. Bhavan kutra gacchati, you already know. Bhavan kutra gacchati. So if you change it to kutaha, then it becomes from where. Kutra is where. Bhavan kutra gacchati. Where are you going? Then you change it to kutaha.
Mahoday, is it fair to say that kutra is a question you ask for where? Kuto can be used more like in a saying, like where there is will, there is way, to use kuto like that?
No,
or kutaha.
Kutaha is from where? From where?
Kutra is also from where?
No, kutra is just where.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. From where?
So bhavan kutaha agacchati. So one I wrote was bhavan kutra gacchati. The first, this we already studied. Bhavan kutra gacchati. Kutra gacchati means where are you going, or where do you go? Bhavan kutra gacchati. Now gacchati is okay, but what if you want to say where are you coming from? Then you say bhavan, same thing, and kutaha agacchati. Then you can't use gacchati, right? You can't ask from where going. Right? You can, yeah, that is also possible, I think, right? From where are you going? Bhavan kutaha gacchati. That is also correct. But generally, from where are you coming? Bhavan kutaha gacchati. agacchati. Then another example, today we talked about kim patram patati, right? Patram patati, the leaf falls. Patram patati. Now you can ask patram kutah patati, from where it falls. Then the answer will be rukshat patati. Rukshat, we already saw that, panchami vibhakti, rukshat patati. Patram kutah, from where? Because here also we are using from, and rukshat is also from, panchami is from. Patram kutah patati, patram rukshat patati. Nadi vahati. Nadi vahati. Nadi kutah vahati. Question comes, from where it flows. Kutra is also okay. Where it is going, where it is flowing is also correct. But the question could be kutah, from where it is flowing. So nadi kutah vahati. Nadi parvatat vahati. Right? Parvata pullinga shabda like Rama, parvatat vahati. Then this way you can. So similarly here, alasasya kuto vidya. Alasasya kutah vidya. First sentence or the question. Alasasya kutah vidya, of a lazy person. From where will he get, or from where is this vidya? Means this is like a sarcastic thing, question. From where is this knowledge for alasasya, or the lazy person? Means it is not there. That is a hidden meaning or implied meaning. There is no vidya. From where is the knowledge for of this lazy person? So alasasya kuto vidya. So alasaha purushah किं भवति alasasya purushasya vidya nasti. Vidya nasti chet किं भवति avidyah. Saha avidyah. Avidya means one who has no vidya. Vidya nasti tasya. Saha avidyah. Avidyasya purushasya kuto dhanam. Kutah dhanam. Where is this? From where this he could get this dhanam? And then he can't get. He can't have dhanam. No dhanam. Then adhanasya. Adhanasya means yasya dhanam nasti. Saha adhanaha. Yasya dhanam nasti saha adhanaha. So
Guruji, I have a question. Just because in different languages we have alasasya. For example, if you see many of the South Indian languages, we do take this as a. It is actually from Sanskrit only. Normally it's alasya, not.
Yes.
But is it right that we use alasasya here, or is it alasasya?
No. Generally for alasya word is also there, but alasyam is again like shantihi. Like shanti is a bhavana.
Okay.
Alasyam is a laziness. Whereas alasya is a lazy person.
Okay.
So here these are all persons. These are not bhavana. These are not laziness. These are not like ignorance. This is not poverty. This is a poor person actually. Adhanasya. One who has no money. Adhanasya. Yasya dhanam nasti saha adhanaha. Adhanasya kutah mitram. Yasya samipe dhanam nasti. Tasya mitram na bhavati. Tada kim bhavati amitrasya. Here one who has no friends is called amitraha. Note that this is a pullinga. Amitraha here, not amitram. Only friend is mitram. Okay? But who has no friend is amitraha. So amitrasya kutah sukham. Who has no friends, there is no happiness. This is a chain. So, alasasya kutah vidya, vidyasya kutah dhanam, adhanasya kutah mitram, amitrasya kutah sukha. Let's see whether you can form these sentences. Vakyam rachayatu. Do you understand my Sanskrit sentence? Vakyam rachayatu. Vakyam rachayatu. Do you understand meaning, right? Because I would like to start using the Sanskrit sentences now, because we know a lot of words and their forms now, both kriyapadam, and namapadam, right? Vakyam rachayatu. What does this mean?
Write a
Form a sentence, create a sentence.
Form a sentence. Vakyam rachayatu. What is the vibhakti of vakyam? Good.
Prathama?
Yeah. Huh?
Prathama vibhakti?
No, here it is Ditiya, right? Because rachayatu.
Vibhakti, because
Oh, rachayatu. So, yeah, right. Yeah, Dutiya vibhakti. Right.
Because there is somebody.
also is implied, right, here? Or from Vakyam rachayatu, basically it is telling somebody else to write, but the third person is implied. If you write.
Right. So it could be Bhavan or it could be Bhavati, right? Yeah. Bhavan, Bhavati, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
you.
Vakyam Dutiya vibhakti, yes. Correct.
Bhavan Vakyam rachayatu or Bhavati Vakyam rachayatu. It cannot be Tvam here because rachayatu is not a Madhyama Purusha. It is Prathama Purusha, first person. It cannot be Tvam here. So or it cannot be Aham also. So I'm asking Bhavan rachayatu, Bhavati rachayatu or Saha rachayatu because I'm addressing you, it cannot be Saha here. So I'm implying Bhavan or Bhavati. Vakyam rachayatu. Okay. So let's start with Karta Mahodaya. First one, look at Atra Pashyatu. Atra Pashyatu. Kim atra asti vadatu. Kim asti atra. Kim pashyati bhavan atra.
Naukayano.
Ekanimisha. Karta Mahodaya.
I am telling it.
Yeah.
The build. What's the Sanskrit word for buildings, sir?
Bhavanam.
Bhavanam pashyami.
Bhavanam asti. Bhavanam pashyami. Anyat kim asti atra? Anyat kim?
Anyatyam is Vyomayana.
Vimanam asti.
Vimanam pashyami.
Anantaram kim pashyati?
Anantaram Chandrama pashyami.
Chandrama. No, don't use Chandrama because you don't know the word, because that has a different form. So use simple word like Chandraha.
Chandraha pashyami.
Chandraha.
Pakshim pashyami.
No, don't use Pakshi. Pakshi is a different form. So just
what you have circled is a bird, sir.
Right at Khaga. Don't use Pakshi is a different form. Okay, don't use that right now.
Oh, Khaga.
Unless you know the actual form. So Pakshi is a different. Right. It is not simple.
Khagam pashyami.
Khagam.
Khagam pashyami.
Anyat kim asti atra? Neelavarnah
Akas.
Akasha.
Akasham pashyami.
वाक्यांशभुज अनन्तरम् एतत् किमस्ति अत्र एतत् सर्वम्
अनन्तरं
स्क्वेर् 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 किमस्ति
अनन्तरम् ऐ डोण्ट् नो
वातायनं
किं
वातायनं विण्डो
विण्डो वातायनं पश्यामि
Can you say वातायनम् अस्ति
वातायनम् अस्ति यस् वातायनम् अस्ति वातायनं पश्यामि ओके
गोपुरं
Sir, can you say उन्नतः गृहे वातायनम् अस्ति?
hold on so karta mohoday what else you said
that is looks like a tower gopuram
gopuram pashyami gopuram asti gopuram
I think that's all finished now
yeah okay then gruhe vatayanam asti right that is what you are trying to say gruhe you already know saptami vibhakti gruhe in gruha that is fine gruhe but now you want to use unnata is becomes visheshanam for gruhe because tall home right unnata bhavanam or unnata graham so this unnata also should be in the same vibhakti and vachanam and lingam so what will be the form
So it's unnate gruhe
yes unnate gruhe
vatayanam.
unnate gruhe vatayanam okay dhanyawada mohoday next who is there let's see Geeta Bhagini द्वितीयं चित्रं पश्यतु अत्र किं किं दृश्यते किं पश्यति बालकः किं करोति निद्रां करोति so nidra just like rama uma this is akaranta spelling the word so karma padam is nidram dvitiya vibhakti nidram karoti balakah nidram karoti good anantaram anyat kim asti
timepiece
timepiece yeah
timepiece
we have studied that in the very first few beginning. What is the timepiece clock
gati
asti
gati utpitikam
that you find out the saptami vibhakti for utpitika then you can say okay right now let's not go there gati asti
okay gati asti
or you can say actually we have seen that shashti vibhakti we have seen that right gati
okay
utpitikayaha upari
asti
utpitikaya upari
when you are using upari it is simple upari then you can use shashti vibhakti
okay
utpitikayaha upari gati utpitikayaha upari asti अनन्तरं किम् अस्ति
पुस्तकम् अस्ति
पुस्तकम् अस्ति कुत्र अस्ति
पुस्तकं शेल्फ् shelf set shelf hindi translate word
nidhanika
so we have seen see at least these words you should know because we already seen these are not new words so at least what you have studied already what you have gone through use them in your everyday life in your home at your home
okay.
start saying nidhanika
asti
निधानिकायाः उपरि पुस्तकम् निधानिकायाः उपरि पुस्तकम् अस्ति ओके धन्यवादः गीता भगिनी Next we have
Thank you, sir.
Ramaprasad Mahodaya.
Yeah, Guruji.
तृतीयं चित्रं पश्यतु किमस्ति किं किं
बालकः प्रकोष्ठके उत्तिष्ठति.
बालकः प्रकोष्ठके उत्तिष्ठति. प्रकोष्ठके is he is using saptami vibhakti. Okay? If others have question, saptami. Prakoshthake, prakoshthakah is a pullinga word. Then room, meaning room. Prakoshthake, in the room. And पुस्तकं पश्यति. निधानिकं पश्यति. अन्यत् किम् अस्ति अत्र किम् अस्ति अत्र एतत् वस्तु किम्?
Okay, I forgot the word for bed.
मंचः और शय्या और शयनम. शय्या और शयनम is also fine if anything is fine. शय्या आकारांत स्त्रीलिंग. See all this manchah pullinga, akaranta shayya strilinga, akaranta shayanam is napumsaklinga, whichever you like.
Yeah.
You like pullinga, strilinga, napumsaklinga, anything you. Okay. Shayanam asti.
Shayanam asti.
Shayya asti. धन्यवादः. नागेश्वर महोदय अत्र सः बालकः किं करोति? अत्र
सः बालकः something in mouth. He is brushing his teeth.
Tooth. So tooth or teeth. Let's say tooth. Tooth. What is the word?
Dantah.
Dantah. And what is the word for cleaning? I think we also use that. Shuddham karoti.
Balaka dantam shuddham karoti.
Right. And somebody else said something.
We simply say balakah dantamanjanam karoti.
Dantakurchah, right? For brush.
No, danta dhavanam karoti. Dhavanam is cleaning here. Dhavanam is running also. That is also meaning. But dhavanam there is a meaning like cleaning also. Danta dhavanam karoti.
Can you say danta sammar? I forget the word.
Danta dhavanam single word. Danta dhavanam single word.
Yes. We are combining it. We can also say dantasya dhavanam. If it is dantasya means one tooth. Dantasya dhavanam. Or we are making it a compound word called danta dhavanam. Compound is a compound word. Single word. Danta dhavanam karoti. दंत धावनं करोति. कुत्र करोति? कुत्र दंत धावनं करोति?
शौचालय.
शौचालय is the word.
शौचालय.
शौचालय. Saptami is all now expert. शौचालय. Everybody is expert in Saptami now. धन्यवाद महोदय. Let's go to
बालक शौचालये दन्तधावनं करोति.
बालक शौचालये दन्तधावनं करोति. अस्तु धन्यवादः. So लक्ष्मीकांत महोदय next.
Thank you, sir.
धन्यवाद. Also note that dhanyavada, when we say like grahapatha, dhanyavada is also pulling a word, just to make it clear. Dhanyavadaha. So just use dhanyavada, not dhanyavadam, or without a sarga, not dhanyavadah.
बालकः 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 क्रीडति
क्रीडति
क्रीडतु
न किं करोति अत्र अस्मिन् चित्रे
बालकः खेळि टॉयज
खादतु
खादति
बालकः खादति
Can you say alpaharam karoti?
Alpaharam khadati, that is okay, but there are different words in Sanskrit, like alpahar is fine. There is a nice Sanskrit word, just pratarasham karoti, morning breakfast, you can call it pratarasham. Pratarashah is morning breakfast, pratarashah, and pratarasham karoti. These are like unique Sanskrit words, no? You should start using them. Pratarasham karoti, pratarasha. Okay, dhanyawada Mahodaya. Then next, Jagrati Bhagini. Next one. Antima Chitram. Tasya. Kim karoti tatra?
बालकः मात्रं बट
न बालकः किं करोति
बालकः गच्छति राइट गच्छति but with so
no with yeah that's okay we don't need to use just you can separately say what is amba doing
amba gachati
अन्यत् किं किम् अस्ति चित्रे किं
वातायनम् अस्ति गृहम् अस्ति
अनन्तरं
what do you call the door? I forgot the door.
Door we call door only Dwaram,
yes.
Door. द्वारम् अस्ति अनन्तरं किम् अस्ति अत्र
मातृस्य करं ग्रहति
I don't know, I forgot. Lawn.
Syutam asti?
No, the lawn, green.
Oh, grass, okay.
Grass, yes.
ग्रास्यं तृणम्
okay.
तृणम् अस्ति अनन्तरम् अत्र किम् अस्ति कुत्र
मार्गम् अस्ति
मार्गः अस्ति अनन्तरम् अत्र किम् अस्ति सोपानम्
okay.
सोपानम् अस्ति
the picture before, what do you call milk?
Dugdham, kshiram.
Because I know bread is rotika and then butter is also navnitam.
Dugdham, kshiram.
Dugdham.
So you will say balakah dugdham pibati?
Yes, balakah dugdham pibati. अन्यत् किं किम् अस्ति अस्मिन् करेक्ट्
स्यूतम् अस्ति
स्यूतः
तालिका अस्ति
स्थालिका अस्ति, नवनीतम् अस्ति, स्थालिका अस्ति, अनन्तरं
फलम् अस्ति,
कूपी अस्ति, बाटल्, कूपी अस्ति, अनन्तरं कुत्र उपविशति सः बालकः? बालकः उपविशति, कुत्र उपविशति?
उत्पीठिका,
चेर्,
उत्पीठिका अस्ति, करेक्ट्, उत्पीठिका अस्ति, चेर्, वाट् इस् चेर्? Forgot. आसन्दः,
yes,
or आसनम्. Either you use आसनम् is नपुंसकलिङ्गम्, आसन्दः is पुल्लिङ्गम्. आसन्दः, आसन्दे उपविशति, आसन्दे or आसने or आसन्दे उपविशति. And then अन्यत् किम् अस्ति, अन्यत् किं पश्यति तत्र? अत्र किम् अस्ति? वातायन,
जवनिका,
जवनिका,
yes.
शब्द बरे
This is phalam asti. Phalam.
Save phalam for apple.
Seva phalam. Any questions here before we wrap up and stop?
Dhanyawad.
Question?
This seventh vibhakti is used.
What is the question, Mahoday? Seventh vibhakti?
शौचालय, बालक शौचालयेन दन्तधावनं करोति, शौचालयेन सेवेंथ विभक्ति.
No. Look at the vibhakti table. Shauchalaye. Shauchalaye. Seventh is saptami. Shauchalaye. Shauchalaye dantadhavanam karoti. Aham shauchalaye स्नानं करोमि, अहं गृहे अन्नं खादामि.
So from where means it will come. From where that question comes means?
Somewhere, yeah. Inside something.
Somewhere. Somewhere means we have to use seventh saptami vibhakti.
Not from where. In what?
Okay.
Inside or in something.
Inside.
In the bathroom or at home. Inside home. Okay, so we'll stop here. We'll meet next week.
Sir, one.
Namaskar.
Other than this Shauchalaya, is there any other word for bathroom? Shauchalaya is toilet.
Yes.
Snanagraham. Can you say Snanagraham?
Snanagraham.
washroom, Snanagraham.
Who's knows?
Geeta Bhagini.
Dhanyavada Mahoday.
Yeah, Snanagraham. I was saying Snanagraham.
Okay.
And Shauchalaya is toilet, but that is generally used. But Shaucha means cleaning, right? It could be anywhere, any room where you can clean.
Sir, wash basin, what do you call it?
Wash basin, I have sent you the PDF file today in the WhatsApp. Go through it.
Okay.
You will find it.
Okay.
It is there in the Pakashala. There is a slide. And go to that.
Okay.
you'll find lot of words there. All right. Okay. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಶಿವರಾತ್ರಿ. ಶಿವರಾತ್ರಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.